Gorilla rows are absolutely one of the most brutal exercises you can do in the pull and row patterns. It is a very dynamic exercise, but I would tend to lean away from doing this on dynamic days because those longer 45-second intervals can be a little much and a little taxing. Great for Tabata days though. 20 seconds of this is absolutely killer and really good for push Thursdays where we're maybe giving them a set amount of reps to complete before they move on to another exercise. So for level 1 of the Gorilla rows, we're going to select a light pair of kettlebells. We're going to place them roughly shoulder width apart because we want to get a little wider than shoulder width into our stance. From here, we really have to focus on finding that gorilla pose. It's a little bit of a hinge, it's a little bit of a squat. So first, I'm going to hinge forward to grab the kettlebells, and I'm going to sit my butt down into the squat. I'm protecting my lower back by sinking my hips. Common mistake people do is they keep their butt up in the air, and now this movement is all lower back, and all that's going to happen is injury from there. So make sure you're really sitting down in this gorilla pose before you start this movement. Back to level number 1, we have our hands on the kettlebells. We're in this nice gorilla position. We're going to have the elbows just slightly inside the knees. For level 1, I'm going to pull one up all the way to the chest as I'm actively pressing the other one into the ground. And then I'm going to alternate. I'm going to push this one into the ground and pull this one up. So down, up, finding a nice cadence, making sure that I'm really activating all of my back muscles when I'm pulling that row, and I'm actively pushing into the ground with the other hand. So level number 2, we're going to step up this gorilla row just simply by increasing the tempo or weight of the kettlebells. So instead of waiting for that other one to come down to the ground before I pull the opposite kettlebell, I'm going to go on that seesaw pattern and just keep busting my way through this move. So once again, I have a nice wide stance, wider than shoulder width. I'm going to hinge down, squat back a little bit for my gorilla pose, and from here, I'm going to alternate the rows. So as one goes down, the other one comes up, and I'm actively pushing it into the ground. Level number 3 is where things are really going to get interesting. We're going to take the intensity of this gorilla row all the way up by basically going into the hang position. So instead of punching the kettlebell down to the ground, I'm going to let it slightly hover, but I still need to be aware that I'm punching that kettlebell down even though it's not making contact. So I'm going to start again in my gorilla position. I'm going to lift those kettlebells off the ground, and I'm going to alternate into my gorilla rows, actively punching the other side so I can unlock a little bit of that rotation.